Rickea Jackson made up her mind on Angel Reese before Sky Sparks' game turned heated. Technical fouls are being called left, right, and center during this WNBA season, and we love to see the passion. Stephanie White said it best. This is what happens. You've got competitive women who are the best in the world at what they do, right? And when you allow them to play physical and you allow these things to happen, they're going to compete. And they're going to have their teammates back. While these words were about the Clark-Mabry-Sheldon-Cunningham conflict, they applied just as well to Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky after last night's showdown. Yesterday's game between the Chicago Sky and Los Angeles Sparks was a battle based on desperation. Both teams are hungry for wins, and not in a good way. Before Chicago won, it had a grand total of 3 wins in 13 games, while LA was not much better off with a 4-10 record. A win for either team could create some much-needed momentum and might be the spark that they need to turn things around for the season. When so much is at stake, it's obvious that emotions will run wild. And that's exactly what happened between Rebecca Allen, Rickea Jackson, and Angel Reese. Allen went in for an off-handed layup and fought Jackson for the rebound. However, when a foul was called, the LA Sparks forward lost her temper and a fight broke out almost immediately. Techs were called for both players, but the situation wasn't calming down. That's when Angel Reese stepped in to resolve the fight, but all she did was get caught in the crossfire. Regardless of whatever Rickea Jackson said to Reese in the heat of the moment, it's clear that the 3rd overall pick in last year's draft has an immense amount of respect for her. In fact, she even had Reese in her top 5. Back when Jackson made an appearance in Rachel Demita's Courtside Club, Demita posed an interesting question to her. What would be her starting 5 of WNBA players in terms of strongest social media presence? After picking Angel, she had this to say: "She does a great job of knowing what the fans want and just everything." The Chicago Sky ended up winning this game quite handily 97-86. Camila Cardoso ended up dropping a game-high 27 points, while Angel Reese grabbed both rebounds and headlines with an 18-point, 17-rebound double-double. And as for this conflict, well, things happened during fierce competition, and it doesn't seem like there's any bad blood between Reese and Jackson. After all, they're athletes. They know what it is like to compete at the highest level. However, what's another deep-seated connection between these two teams? Let's find out. The 2024 draft was quite significant for the WNBA, but for the Chicago Sky and Los Angeles Sparks, it was their ticket to a new beginning. Both teams have been going through a slump recently, with success seeming ages away. And because of their consistently poor showings and a bit of luck sprinkled on top, each team had 2 picks in the first round. Obviously, Caitlin Clark was a lock for number 1, but the second spot was quite disputed. LA had the 2nd overall pick, while Chicago had the 3rd, and both teams were quite anxious about the decision. Ultimately, the Sparks ended up selecting Cameron Brink from Stanford, leaving Camila Cardoso on the board for Chicago. Imagine a world in which the 6'7" center was in LA.
Scary, right?
Angel Reese playfully nudged at the Sparks' mistake in the post-game presser. "My teammates did a great job finding me today," Cardoso said after her mammoth performance, which prompted Reese to interject. "And the Sparks didn't pick her at number 2. We got lucky." Reese's words aren't a knock towards Cameron Brink or the Los Angeles Sparks, rather a sparkling appreciation of her teammate. The Skyscrapers, as they're beginning to be called, showed glimpses of greatness against the Sparks. It will be interesting to see how their chemistry evolves, adjusts, and adapts to the demands of each game, and whether the sheer size and physicality of Chicago's frontcourt will lead to a championship run.